Hey guys, what's cracking? Here I am back for another highlight video. I've got a few things I want to get out today. I'm still messing around with computer setups and all that kind of stuff, so struggling. But Friday night we started our live streams on Discord on Great. Now, it was absolutely fucking amazing. I had a great time. Got very pissed. Hour and 20 minutes on video. Now, I did want to show one of the funny things that I had from the night. Now, it was an hour and 20 minutes. But we actually kept talking afterwards. I'm trying to look at this at the same time. We kept going for a couple of hours afterwards, which was kind of interesting. But what I learnt with my OBS was I'm struggling with microphone for Discord and for recording on OBS. So I'm going to need to get myself a second microphone to do these. So you can see lots of talking. You could hear a Discord noise there. People push to talk buttons and stuff like that. So it was a really cool video. Plus also the quality I noticed was a lot worse, and I needed to adjust that today. So you can see Sixon talking in the back there. Metaverse was talking. We did.
Of course, if the audience.
I had a really cool night. Like if I can do this every week, I'm not going to get pissed every week like I did on the night. But for me to have the level of fun I did, we had extra people talking about Grape afterwards. This is what I want to make it. I want to make it for the crowd. We had some DeFi land giveaways. I've spoken with and again, we can have some more DeFi land giveaways for next week. I'd like to get some kind of competitions going. I'd like to do more giveaways, not just DeFi land codes, of course. So I'm talking NFTs for games. I'm talking Grape tokens, coins, and all that kind of stuff. So this week here, we've got shitloads to talk about. I'm going to try to make these once a week to go alternate to my live stream. So maybe a Monday, Tuesday, because I've got to try to work out a format where I can get this information out to the community, out to the crowd, but concentrate on doing other things as well. Because so much happening. So much is happening. Now, just let me get my other stream window open. Big announcement this week with TSM talking about launching NFTs for Aurory. The article is good. What you need to keep in mind as well is FTX are lining up a Solana wallet option for doing a NFT market as well. This is going to be really big. Obviously, FTX is the premier exchange for Solana, and it's one of the big reasons why it's here, why we're doing what we're doing, the big brain with SBF, all these kinds of things. And this was a really good article for showing that TSM, which this is something I talked about Friday night as we're trying to line up a League of Legends tournament in Grape, and I will need help with that as a good reminder. If people can let me know if you're prepared to help, I need to line up a 5v5 tile trial test and get that running. But Aurory TSM, they're going to do, I believe it was 4 NFTs. They're going to give one away. They're going to sell one and donate possibly, and 2 are going to be kept. So as to whether they're launching hundreds, where it's going to go, all that kind of stuff, I'm not too sure, but it's going to be big for Solana gaming all round. And you can see the floor prices hit up from, I think it was around 24 last week, so 25% pretty much on that announcement. I think Aurory will stay a top 5 game. It's likely to be top 3, top 4, but it will do really, really big things. Another super big tweet we had this week was from Kaiju. Kaiju Cards had their announcements which talked about their gameplay, uses of the cards, what it's going to be, and this is worth a read, absolutely worth a read. I managed to get into the Discord, have a bit of a chat about partnerships. They're talking about other NFT projects that are trying to, get sponsorships and link up and all these kinds of things. I don't know why Florida, they've picked Florida to pair it off. Maybe that's to do with one of the developers. Maybe that's from where Mike is from. But it was really good read and definitely worth getting in there and working out. They talk about how you're going to be able to do the game with just one NFT. You're going to be able to create other NFTs from doing quests, getting items from the raids. You're going to be able to team up in the raids. And again, I don't want to spend time going through absolutely all of it, but absolutely worth reading this article. It's super cool, talks about base stats, all these kinds of things. It's weird when you're reading base stats in games if you don't have like a monster's compendium, for example, Dungeons and Dragons, but you don't know the statistics, a base attack of 7. How many hit points is a monster going to have, It does talk about how you go into the game. You're going with three stances. It can be a defensive, a neutral, or an aggressive stance, and that's going to affect whether you're targeted by monsters. But we see movements in the game, and I do really like to see the Kaiju mentioned. Now, did this come into the floor price for Kaiju? And let's do a refresh. See if that refreshes quickly. I don't think the floor price is really adjusted on this. So you do see a big tweet, a big mention, but it's not guaranteed as to when this is coming. I would hope sometime October, but you just have to wait and see. What it is good to see is that communication to the crowd is there. This is something that's launched 1.2 sol. So there you go. Oh no, yeah, 1.2 sol. I don't know why that's so low. That is quite low in comparison to things. So always I talk about safeties, learn about minting address, learn about comparing minting addresses. When you go in, you can click on the NFT. That opens up that, and you can click on view token. That will open up a SolScan IO address, and you start learning about these things. So it's very good to see where they were minted from. Creators, it tells you addresses. You can then go and compare that. So, there's scams. People want your money. We talk about this often. Star Atlas had shitloads of information in the last few days. I need to catch up on my Star Atlas to do a video because it's been a while since I've done one for that. They're going to have a big one this week with releasing factions, leaderboards. There's going to be a big trailer with which I've got here. You can see 3 days that's going to launch. It's going to be a super duper big week for Star Atlas. Now, the article did have a fair bit. This was, I would have to imagine, this is UE5 viewing of it. That looks super cool, super real. Minigame, trailer, ship drops. There's going to be 2 more ships mentioned. Aggressive fighter ship of medium size with an end-to-end length of 39 meters, and a second imposingly large and powerful bomber, 130 meters in length. So we're talking a medium ship that was a fighter, and then a capital bombing ship. So big announcements this week. Now, I did see a tweet here, and I want to raise this for a couple of reasons.
Fucking man, keep doing your thing.
Now, we have seen a lot of paid advertisements from celebrities in crypto, not just for crypto, but, we've seen things like tweets for Star Atlas from, who was it? MC Hammer. They were awesome.
Yo, what's up? This your homeboy Ice Cube. This is for William and the SolChicks team, man. Congratulations. Much success from the homie Ice Cube. I understand you got your shit going. It's popping, and that's a beautiful thing. So, man, congratulations. Keep doing your thing, baby. William, you the fucking man. Keep doing your thing. Stay on the grind. You know what I'm saying? And, look, SolChicks, that's the shit, baby. Keep doing it, and that's from your homeboy Ice Cube. Much love, much respect. Yeah.
Now, I think it's dog shit personally. I don't see why paying for that is going to be beneficial to the game. I bought a SolChick. There was a stage where maybe I might be doing an AMA. I'm still waiting to hear back from the team. I like the underlying mechanics of the game. I've read through the white paper. I've studied it. I've looked at it because there was a potential there of me getting an interview. I don't see the value in that. I actually see that as a negative. Now, to me, that's reflected in the floor price of SolChicks, 1.15. These minted at 3, I believe, 3 Solana, and they are super low now. So, what's the point of paying for a big celebrity actor of Ice Cube's caliber? Like, he's awesome. He is super fucking cool, but that's not loading now. The old Barndog internet's doing it for me. I don't get it. There's been other celebrities, other projects. I'm doing it on this one because obviously it's on my radar. I've bought one. I'm keen to see the game down the track, all those kinds of things. Lots of messages. Come on. Let's go. Floor price, 1.04. Yeah, there you go. 1.04, 1.15. I just don't see it. So hopefully we see less of that kind of shit and more stuff on the game. We're seeing a lot of community collaborations. So when I say community collaborations, I mean collaborations between different NFT projects, not just PFP. So you've got games and PFPs linking up, doing those kinds of things. That I would rather see more, putting investments of the game into other projects on Solana, more valuable than getting a celebrity. Now, SGF, Stellar Galactic Force, they minted this week. They did 2,000 early mints, 0.42. I've mentioned this in a couple of places. I minted 2 myself. It was kind of disappointing to see out of that there was people minting 10. And this is something we talked about, touched briefly on Friday night, is super cool low price, yet it's unlimited per wallet. This took 4 minutes to mint. So that means that there was absolutely time for the general crowd to get in there. This was one of the first link ups I saw where they gave a small time benefit to OGs that have been around in the community, that have been through the early days, minted, hyped it up, talked about it, linked it out, Twitter, videos, all those kinds of things. But then you see people doing 10 NFTs for an early price. It's kind of, I don't know. I think that's disappointing seeing. Now we've seen link ups with these guys. Some of their artwork was very basic at the start, but they plan on being a media house as well as doing other things, not just related to their primary game, but then in the outer space theme, like the science fiction fantasy theme. ChainMyth, I saw some artwork linked today. Now I put out a little short 6-minute video. I was pretty drunk when I did it. I'm kind of hyped to see this 5v5 FPS game with MOBA mechanics. So very League of Legends themed, how they had the 5 characters linked out, and I like some of the pictures we've seen. Now you can see, I think this should go to the next picture. You can see they're going to have like a little bit of science fiction as well as the themes based on the Indian gods. These graphics, they're cool. Like, I am super excited to see the video trailer for that. It should be this week. It got delayed a few days. Now, I don't want to keep this video going too long. You can see here, Cryo War also had something coming out this week. We're seeing a shitload of tweets from some of the big people out there. And it's important to follow some of these big games, because I saw on my link today there was 3 new games that I need to do some research on too quickly, and I need to, I think, be popping out these videos that are going to be centered around new games coming out, because there's potential chances to get in early. I did see Guildverse as well. They put out another 10 auctions. They're up now currently. But I hope you guys like. Thank your mother for rabbits, and have a good weekend.